G'day guys, today Shorty and I are going to do the AFL Q&A episode 16. We're getting through them, matey.
We are, mate. They're coming along nicely.
It's going very well. We'll start off straight away, actually. No real introductions this week, except for your health and well-being, mate.
Yeah, I'm not 100%, guys. Bear with me if I cough a little bit. I'm just a bit sick, you know. It's just not happening for me.
Happens to the best of us. I was the culprit last week, and whether it's transferred through or not, I don't know, but
yeah,
we won't blame anyway.
You might not, but anyway. No, it's cool. We'll glance over that.
Well, we won't glance over these questions.
No.
Maybe some of them. Maybe some of them. Dicko HD, even though it's not really a question, you just roasted the junkyard dog. I did, yeah, and he seemed to enjoy it, so I'm all about roasting people on this show. It's just good fun.
The junkyard dog's back, so he hasn't taken it to heart too much, so he's alright.
He wouldn't at all, mate. He's a tough man. So, yeah, thanks, Dicko, for that inspiring comments. Yeah, you go next, mate.
Alright, mate, sorry. ASVP _AA.
Who commented about Daniel Menzel getting 3 goals in the VFL. Thank you, mate.
Nice vid, guys. Do you think Scott Selwood and Lockie Henderson will be at Geelong next year?
You asking me?
I am.
Okay, maybe one of them.
Well, which one?
Scott Selwood seems to be putting his hand up, and there's been a few pictures of him in Cats Guernsey. So
yeah,
it'd be tough to see Lockie Henderson in danger and Scott Selwood, but certainly not impossible with us, I guess. But I'd say one of them out of the two.
Yeah, it seems like Selwood's just about over the line, doesn't it?
Well, that's what I'm hearing, mate. Yeah. And that's what seems to be going on in the AFL world.
All the media talk's basically done deal, and he was sub too, which is interesting.
Yeah.
Well, he's been sub before, but he's had a string of games and that, and then they put him sub.
You would have thought he'd be in their best almost.
Yeah, he's vice captain as well, so just interesting little thing. And Henderson played alright, but he's not a forward anyway. No. We'd be getting him for the back line, so
that's it.
Interesting stuff. Next question. Who has been your favourite small forward of the last decade? I went with Paul Chapman, mate. Played a fair bit of midfield time as well, but made his name as a genuine forward and played most of his career as a forward. So
some good snaps.
Yeah, never missed. But who'd you come up with?
Came up with 3, mate.
I struggled for one.
Yeah, I did 2 initially, but I had a bit of a think about it. And came up with Stevie J, who's played midfield for a couple of years, but if you want to call him small, he's 189 centimetres, so he's not really small forward, if you like. But Paul Chapman and Alan Didak are on my list, matey. I love Didak at the Pies, and Chappie, so we almost agreed on that one, because even though we are Cats fans, no bias in that one. There hasn't been that many great small forwards. I mean, no one likes Stephen Milner, not many would like him. It's that position's almost been taken out of the game. Like, you become a midfielder if you're a good forward for some reason. I don't know why. It's harder to get a good forward. But they do as they please, clubs. So that's the answer to that one. ASVP _AA.
Yeah, I thought you'd have Stevie in there, so that's good.
Of course, mate. Can't go past him. No. And Dicko HD again loves it. A very funny video, guys. I absolutely lost it and fell out of my bed again. I don't
That's
know
twice, I think.
Yeah, he's a second time coming there, but I don't know how you fall out of your bed for laughing so much, but
you're just too funny, mate.
Well, then again, I've been on the ground at times, so
it must have been the junkyard dog
getting roasted.
Bashing of that just
who knows? We'll find out what made him tick.
Yeah.
My questions are: do you think Brent Harvey can break the all-time AFL record? I think he can if he plays on next year. If he doesn't play on next year, then he can't. So
simple view.
Pretty simple view. How do you say it?
Yeah, it'll be pretty fine, won't it? I mean, record's 426, yeah?
Yeah, he'll need 427.
Exactly, and I think he's on 401 now, so he'll need
a good run.
A couple of finals, because you wouldn't think he'd play all 22 next year if he were to go on, so it'll be very, very close.
Certainly. Do you think any AFL player will break Tony Lockett's goal kicking record? My answer is not in a million years. No, certainly not. It's Shorty will touch on it, I'm sure, but the way the game's played these days, you don't have one sole full forward anymore, and it just doesn't happen with the way we play. But how do you see it?
Exactly, mate. I don't see it happening for a long, long, long time. I know the game changes and stuff, but yeah, I'd be shocked if anyone came close to it, really. For someone to get 1,000 goals would be amazing.
Absolutely. And Franklin may make it.
That's right.
To 1,000, maybe.
Yeah, and Franklin's an absolute gun, like 1 in a 100-year player.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Gifted, so...
If he played in that era, he would have maybe given it a run for its money.
That's right, but gone are the days, and maybe the days will come back where there is that one key forward that you just go to.
Yeah.
But even then, to break that record, I don't think it'll ever go back to that one out as much.
Yeah, you need at least 5 goals a game, mate. So 5 is a big bag in today's modern footy.
Yeah. And
it will continue to be for many years to come. Did any of you guys want to become AFL players when you were younger? Yes, with a sad face. Yeah, Mum kind of broke it to me one day.
Crushed your dreams, didn't she?
Yeah, she did, and I applaud her in a way. Yeah, it was sort of like, oh, you're not built for to be a footballer, and I know Caleb Daniel is a smaller bloke, and I'm probably a bit taller than him, but I don't know at the time, and I just you have a bit of perspective when you play local footy in the worst league, if you like, GDFL. You see these players you play with and it's like, oh, they're so much better than me and they're physically more capable than me and they're nowhere near anything. So it's like, well, puts it into perspective, I'll give you that.
Yeah, it's a harsh reality, isn't it? But
I
think every young kid wants to play AFL if they can, but I don't think my dream was as strong as yours, mate. I sort of at an early age kind of turned my focus to tennis because I was better at tennis, and as you say, when you look at the people around you and you're sort of like, well, gee,
they're good and they're nowhere.
Yeah, exactly. I'm playing Grovedale B's here, and I think it was C's as well at times. So
yeah, there you go.
AFL career's a long way away from that, so I turned to tennis.
Yeah, exactly.
Which I'll probably touch on later at one of the questions from memory.
Very good. What is the funniest thing you guys have ever seen happen in an AFL match? Mine was when someone in the crowd went to mark the ball at line system and fell forward onto the oval. Yeah, it was quite intriguing that one. I actually saw the vision live and I was like, oh wow, he just did that.
Yeah.
Couldn't believe it. Usually I miss those things, but I did on this occasion. Stevie J's look-away handball in the 2010 final was just the funniest thing I've ever seen. We look at it and it's just so, I don't know, dismissive almost.
Stevie does some funny stuff.
Stevie is a classic for doing some, having his antics on the oval. But Hayden Ballantyne got hit in the nuts with a kick a couple of years ago when Fremantle playing the Giants. I think Stephen Hill kicked it to him and got him flush.
Yeah. And
if you type in eyes on ball or something like that, AFL, you should be able to find it. It's a good moment. But yeah, it's tough to remember any funny moments, and you'd think they'd be more memorable because they're funny, but I struggle to think of it.
Yeah, I find it difficult as well. I mean, I think I thought long and hard about it. Didn't come up with much. I mean, one thing that comes to mind, I guess Geelong again, but we see more Geelong games than that, but it was Corey Enright getting the pants pulled down.
Oh, yeah.
Up at Brisbane.
Good moment.
Yeah, I think it was. I mean, that's funny it's itself, but the fact that he got a possession as well, just in the underwear, and had to, just kick the footy like that was pretty amusing. And Bomber, a rare giggle / smile in the coach's box.
Absolutely.
Is just, quite rare and just made it funny.
I guess Bomber's having a sanger as well. It was quite a good moment too. And I think any Bomber moment, I remember we were watching the Bombers round one last year and he's just looking away, not even watching the game.
He was ordering a pizza, I reckon. His press conference too was always something.
Yeah, Bombers press conference is priceless.
Yeah.
Favourite players for each club? Please answer this for us, Tizio.
Directs the list at you, mate.
Yeah, straight up.
He's a list man.
Alright. Brady Smith, Tom Rockcliffe, Andrew Walker, Dane Swan, Dyson Heppel, Nat Fife / Paul Duffield.
Paul Duffield.
Carry on, mate. You like him like Brady Smith, mate.
I know.
So, there you go. Stevie Johnson. Charlie Dixon. I was thinking that was Tory, but no, not that far down. Dylan Shield, Jack Gunston, Jesse Hogan / Bernie Vince, Nick D'Alessano, Robbie Gray, Shane Edwards. If he played, it'd be Aaron Sipos and Jack Stephen, Luke Parker, Andrew Gaff, and Jakey Boy Stringer.
The package,
yep. So those are my favourites from each club, and I find it amazing how quickly it changes. Like 2 or 3 years ago, I would not have even considered half these blokes, or half these blokes wouldn't have even been playing, but It's amazing how quickly favourite players change. I used to have a book of my top 5 for each club. It's crazy. But,
Good stuff, mate. That's all from Dicko, is it?
I think so. Yeah. Keep up the awesome work. Well, we'll try.
No, good stuff.
Do you have any there, mate, to contribute? Anyone in particular you want to?
Not really, mate. No, I like to leave the list nice up to you. I've full faith. That's your domain. I don't step in it.
That's good.
Keep the list coming, guys. He loves it.
No,
I'm just kidding.
You're asking for it, mate.
Sorry, my turn. The Kev.
With your best mate.
Oh, mate, Kev.
The Kev 21.
Kev.
Kev.
You've got 3 questions for us. I'll start with number 1. What do you think?
That's a good place to start, mate.
It's pretty obvious place. Think of the round 23 fixture will look like, and would you be for or against AFL games being played on a Super Saturday in the fixture?
All games, I think.
All games, was it? Sorry. Yeah, so I guess meaning all the players and aside from non-finalist teams can get on the Saturday, being the Super Saturday. But
oh, okay. I've interpreted it differently, but there you go.
How do you interpret it?
I thought it just meant every single game on the Saturday. But there you go.
Yeah, I'm not sure how it's sort of been talked about, but I definitely think it's to avoid anyone playing finals playing on Sunday. But I think it'll work out like this anyway, to answer the initial part of the question. On Friday night, you would think Hawthorn will play Carlton to get the reigning premiers, a nice little deal there. Or potentially you might reward Fremantle with the Friday night.
Give it to Freo.
You reckon? Yeah, I guess top of the ladder, but reigning premier, top of the ladder. Take your pick. And then on the Saturday afternoon, I think West Coast and St Kilda, and either or, the ones that don't get the Friday night are the 2 that I mentioned there. Brisbane and the Dogs, I'd have them on a Saturday afternoon because the Doggies have to travel.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Getting them back, you don't want them playing a Saturday night game. And then on the night,
tough.
Yeah, I think Sydney playing Gold Coast Saturday night. They're at home, so no big deal.
No dramas.
They can just drive home. And then that could even be your twilight game, the old 4:35 that they like to play at.
Yeah.
And then probably Richmond, North Melbourne, and Geelong and Adelaide on the Saturday night. 2 clubs in the bottom half of the 8.
Yeah.
And potentially us or Adelaide, so it looks like that'll be 8th or 9th.
Yeah, it'll be tough. See how we go.
Yeah, so obviously being in the lower half, they don't deserve an extra bit of a break. And then Sunday is a pretty obvious one with Collingwood and Essendon, Melbourne and GWS, because they won't feature.
No, I wouldn't have thought so.
But
for Collingwood, yep.
Exactly right, and I think another one... No, you might raise a good point, actually, with Freo playing on the Friday there, particularly because it's at Adelaide. So, no, that's a good point there, Tice. Probably the Friday for the minor premiers, and the fact that it's in Adelaide would be warranted.
Yeah, I think in general they don't care about last season, but more about what you've produced this season.
Yeah,
in terms of reward, true. But there you go.
Good points, mate.
Yeah, I don't have anything much to say on it because I don't really know about it. But that's right, there you go. You've covered it for me.
This one will be on to you anyway. Number 2 from each club. Which players have gone backwards from their 2014 form?
It's a pretty tough one. This question.
It is a tough one
because I took into account who's been injured, who has had a few games, but. You know, form being a tough one, and obviously anyone that has been worse through injury, suspension, whatever. I've taken into account, and I had a look and compared to my other list, and I found there's a few of my favourite players in there, which is kind of sad for each club. But Brody Smith and James Podsiadly for the Crows, James Aish, Andrew Walker, Sam Dwyer, Jake Melksham, Paul Duffield, and Michael Barlow. Duffield's for some reason has been subbed and dropped this year. Don't know why, but whatever. Stevie Johnson and Andrew Mackie, our boys on there.
Yeah.
Even though Mackie had a good game yesterday.
You'd have to agree with that, though.
Thanks, pal. Vic Malcheski, downhill skier. Dylan Addison, I don't even know if he played many games last year. Matt Suckling's been dropped at times this year. Lyndon Dunn, Luke McDonald, had a great year last year. Travis Boak, gone straight for the captain.
Bang.
And, Morris for the Tigers. Is it Shane or Steve? I always say Shane Morris, but...
Yeah. Can't get a game now.
No, which is surprising because he's one of those blokes Dimmer loves, or you think a coach would love.
Yeah.
Does all the defensive things. Ahmed Saad more from a point of when he played last time in 2012, I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
Craig Bird's fell out of favour. Scott Lysett's, Sinclair's taken over him. And Brett Goods. So I think they've gone a bit downhill.
Just playing in the twos, old Goodsy, so...
Yeah, probably last year, you'd think.
Yeah, I would think so. Another nice list from you, mate. Good work.
Thanks, pal. Hopefully it's the last.
Now, the Kev has been... Two good questions here, I reckon. Two pretty handy ones.
Yeah, you've done some good work.
They do say 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
They do.
But I tell you what, this third one... What's going on here, mate? Has Alex Rance cost Richmond a final spot by not offering a short option for Hawley and instead barking at him to kick to a contest, causing him to lose to Freo? Does the Kev hate Alex Rance?
Pretty obvious, I think.
I think every one of his questions has involved a backhand or absolute slap to Alex Rance. The short answer is no. And the main reason being that's just a ridiculous call. I mean, I haven't looked at the vision directly focused on Rance, but if anyone is going to cost them that, I mean, they also hit the post 7 times, so
yeah,
which has been well documented. But the mistake was well and truly with Basher Hawley. You don't kick down the middle in that situation. He's admitted he made a blunder, and he'll never make that again in that
Hopefully
situation. Not. No, you would hope not, barring an absolute brain fade. And I don't think it'll cost them a final spot anyway. Of course, you didn't know the result of the Friday's night game at that time, but they look to have recovered pretty nicely. But
yeah, they do.
I certainly think just ease up on Alex Rance, mate. He's quite clearly going to receive All-Australian status. He was one of the best on the ground Friday night as well.
Yeah, yeah.
So, no, Basher Hawley, mistake. Rance, I dare say, was in prime position on that flank, which most of the players were.
Yeah, for sure, yep.
So, yeah. 2 out of 3 ain't bad, mate. Keep the questions coming, but just drop the hate on Rancy, surely.
Yeah, well, at the end of the day, he's one of the best key defenders in the competition, regardless of who likes it, that call or not. If you think he's overrated, which you think he is, he's not. If you're overrated if you don't live up to the name or live up to what you produce, and he produces fantastic performances week in, week out, so he's not a bad player.
Certainly.
If you want to blame someone on a loss, but I don't believe in saying one person lost to the game because there's 1,000 mistakes that happen in a game, so which I'll touch on later on. But Dustin Martin, you can say fall behinds, kicks one of those goals. That's good. Gives away a stupid 50-man penalty while squirting water at Lee Spur. You can blame him if you want. Not Rancy though.
Yes, very nice.
Next one. The TMS / FIFA 15. Loves a bit of FIFA, this bloke, I'm assuming. Yeah. If you could bet on anyone winning the Coleman right now, this year, who would it be? P.S. Love your drawing reviews. Thanks for the kind feedback, mate. Share it around. It's great.
Thank you very much.
We enjoy the love. At the start of the year, I tipped Josh Kennedy, and I'm sticking with it.
Good stuff, mate. I will agree. A good tip from you. I think I tipped Franklin at the start of the year.
Yeah.
But it's hard to go past Kennedy. I think he's 13 goals clear at the moment. And
yeah, it's going well.
Not long to go now.
No, certainly not. Good question.
So you think he would hold on? Darth Muse. Bit of a comment here, I would say.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah, in response to I think it was worst umpiring question raised by someone.
Dicko, maybe.
Dicko?
What do you mean, Dicko?
After the weekend, I'd have to say Andrew Mitchell was the worst umpire. Haha. I dare say it would have something to do with the Freo clash. You would have to think.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I didn't see the game, unfortunately.
Yeah, well, I didn't either, and it was a ripping game. Saturday other games we just don't get a look in, mate. So.
No, too much on, don't we? But
that's it.
Feel free to enlighten us why you feel that is a view, but
yeah, well, we're not one to blame umpires. Really, we occasionally have a bit of a bash at them, but it's pretty rare. Like unless it's downright terrible, which there has been, and that's the only time we have a go at it. But if you have to blame umpires, are you a really good side? If you have to blame umpires, I could go into local footy stuff, but I'm not going to on this occasion.
It's an absolute rarity that an umpire changes the result of the game.
Yeah, that's correct, yeah.
Do you want me to carry on, or will you take away Junkyard Dog?
Yeah, I'll take away, mate, because we're taking turns here.
Yeah.
Junkyard Dog. Ha! Lol. You ha-ha and then lol. Okay. You have a good point there. I guess I won't answer anyone else's questions and just leave them all to you. Is there a hint of sarcasm in there? I reckon there is.
Well, it could be, mate.
Bloody oath. Yeah, I won't give him the benefit of the doubt here, but good. Although people seem to answer people's questions anyway, so you can do whatever the hell you want. But if you don't want it done, don't want it done to you, then don't do it to other people. So, yeah, go with that. What 2 games do you think were umpired the worst? The Geelong and West Coast game early this year was, I think you labelled as the worst game you've seen umpired. And Carlton and Richmond a few weeks ago, 2015, was also terrible.
Yeah, I don't really have any major thoughts on it. Now that you mentioned that, I do recall me saying that in that game. So
yeah, I don't think it was the spur of moment emotion either.
No, I'd have to agree with that. But yeah, like you said before, we're not really into whacking umpires too much. But
no, we're not, because I am one.
Yeah, that's a good
goalie.
point. Good point.
So I can't.
Yeah,
don't need to. No, that's it for you, mate.
No, keep going, mate. I've written down no comment here, so
no comment. All right,
we'll continue.
No comment. If you had to end one AFL player's career, who would it be? I swear he almost has an answer in mind for these kinds of answers, and just sees if we agree with it. Adam Goods, probably.
Wow.
Goodsy.
Gee. So you went into the old the dances and the
nothing
tributes.
Nothing to do with that, mate. But I certainly didn't help the situation. I'll give you that. But I haven't liked him regardless of what happened this year. So there you go.
Fair enough, mate. Yeah, no, it's a very negative attitude on the Junkyard Dogs questioning, isn't it?
It is.
Just a lot of negativity. But look, we appreciate it.
Brings the positivity back, mate. Come on.
No, again,
You're better than that.
I've got no comment here. I mean, I wouldn't end a bloke's career. I mean, I thought about it. I did. There's no, I just wouldn't.
Yeah, I don't know.
You're trying to ask a controversial question. I don't have an answer to it. I mean, I'm not going to... If I don't actually have an answer to it, I'm not going to pick one out just to have an answer. I mean, there's no answer for me, so...
It's a pretty weird question, but...
Sorry, mate.
So there's no one you hate?
No.
Hayden Valentine?
Yeah, I don't like Hayden Valentine.
I don't like
Ryan Crowley, but I wouldn't go ending their careers.
I don't know how he means by injuring or...
Yeah, gee. I
don't know. It's another question.
No, mate. It's a question.
Don't want to know. If you had the choice to kick a team out of the competition, who would it be? Another raucous question. Yeah. Probably Hawthorn. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, come to think of it, I mean, at times I do feel like I could just kick the Hawks out and not even care, but again, you do respect them. I know, I love the Giants, but to be honest, at the time, I'd rather they didn't get a team. I'd rather Tasmania had a side, to be perfectly honest. So,
nice.
By that way of thinking, I'd happily kick out the Giants and bring in Tasmania.
Cop that, Giants.
He's
his love boy team.
Yeah, I love the way they play in that, but I don't think they're going to be a success financially.
No, fair enough.
There's not enough love to go around up in Sydney for the AFL game, unfortunately.
No, not at the moment.
No.
Not for a while.
No.
What do you think was the worst mistake you ever saw an AFL player make? Let me read that again.
Go for it.
Who do you think was the worst... I'm correcting it for you, mate, and I think you might have a few words.
Come on, it's worst.
That's
with the T, Jake. We're not into grammar too much, but come on. It's with the T.
With a T, wrecked with a T.
Yeah.
Worst mistake you ever saw an AFL player make that costed them their team the game. Well, I struggled reading for that one, mate, so there you go. I don't remember many, but I remember last year Cameron Wood snapped it out of a pack, Carlton up by a few points, and it went straight down the throat of a docker. So,
yep.
It costed them the game directly, but again, he didn't cost them the game. Mistakes from Carlton or inaccurate kicking probably costed them. And Freo, just a better team on that 5, got them over the line.
Yeah, very hard to isolate one moment, one player. I think it's pretty harsh to do.
It's only put on just because it's the last thing that happened
That's
basically,
right.
and it was late in the game.
I have found one halfway through a game that I feel probably as much as you can place on one incident, probably changed as much. And
I reckon I've got a feeling there this one, mate.
Well, it's a moment I rarely look back on, mate.
I think I'm getting the feel.
It's a moment that really does some dim feels for Shorty.
Yeah,
the year's 2008, mate.
Yeah.
It's the halftime sign.
See Mooney.
On the biggest day in the bloody year.
Oh boy.
Cameron Mooney's, we're struggling, we're missing everything. to just slot that and settle the nerves at half time would have been just crucial.
Yeah.
But I feel I've never seen a miss so easy, so important, so mood setting and momentum turning. I don't think I've seen one incident or moment.
Wow.
You know, a lot of other guys missed for sure. So again,
That siren.
I couldn't say that Mooney totally cost them the game, but if you ask Moons, he would say, yeah, I did. I think he's
Fair enough.
haunted him a lot, but that was my incident I came up with, and
one you don't want to remember.
one I rarely visit back to.
Thanks, Junkyard Dog.
Thanks, mate.
Thanks for the positivity.
Gosh.
Who is your favourite YouTuber other than yourself? I'm not self-proclaimed, unfortunately. Yeah, we don't think of ourselves as the best YouTubers or ourselves as our favourite YouTuber, but Dari Joe, can't go past him.
Yeah.
He's taken over my role, basically. I used to do the Geelong Goal video highlights each week, but then he asked to, and I said, go for it, mate. You can do it.
Good stuff.
You can put your hand up.
Good stuff.
So I've made him a channel out of nothing.
Yeah.
Nah, he does his other TV series and whatnot. Djibouti Dubsco's alright. That's a pretty.
Yeah,
that's a funny channel, and you quite like it yourself, mate.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Friendly George or Jules, whatever his name is, with that loose video we keep watching.
Oh,
He's a funny bloke, but he does too much politics, I think. But that's a discussion for offline. But yeah, I wouldn't say myself is my favourite.
Fair call, mate. Fair call. I don't watch as much YouTube as maybe yourself, but
What are you trying to say?
no, I'm just stating some facts, mate. But back in the day when I was going to the gym a bit, I was haven't been for ages because of the shoulder injury. But Mike Chang, old mate Mike, has had some good workouts.
Six-pack shortcuts?
Yeah.
Is that the bloke?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
beautiful.
that's him.
Yep.
And on a funny note, one you introduced me not long ago was Elliot Loney. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a bloody funny guy. And
name is Tony Abbott.
yeah, funny guy.
He loves it.
Yeah, and of course Dari Joe is a good contributor in a similar field that we do as well. So good to give him some shout out.
He loves it. What was the longest kick you have ever seen in your local footy team? My personal team. Oh, it's tough to say. I don't measure how far they kick, but probably 55 or 60 metres. No idea. I mean, I've seen some from the edge of the centre square and going to the 50.
Yeah.
Don't know. Can't remember.
Yeah, I guess if nothing stands out, then it couldn't mean anything of real
Yeah,
enormity. But
exactly. Yeah, Tom Fields kicks alright.
yeah. Unfortunately, I mean, this is from our actual team, is it? Like us playing?
Yeah. So what was the biggest kick in six games?
Like
or
6 games.
Or however many it was.
Nothing really stands out. I mean, some people unload some big kicks after training and stuff, but yeah, nothing really stands out. I mean, when I was watching lots of local footy covering it, Gil Whitney that you saw play yesterday, big kick of the ball.
Yeah.
A very accurate one, but no, nothing really stands out, unfortunately.
They generally
Not that
just
I have too much local footy experience under my belt.
yeah, they generally just they just pass it off. At least in our leagues.
Yeah.
So that's how it goes. But there you go, Junkyard Dog. You finished off with 2 positives. That's good.
That is good.
Keep the positives coming, mate. You don't need to have all these negative questions.
He's a negative fella, isn't he?
I get the feeling, psychological read on you, mate, that you're having some hard times during life. I feel that you need to display your anger through a forum of YouTube. What do you think? What do you think, mate?
On the psychology here.
What do you think, mate?
Look, mate, psychology is your domain, not mine. But
Well, there you go. There's some thoughts,
look
mate.
at some of his Q&A, and there were some raucous questions. So
There's a bit of reading into you, mate. But
yeah,
get the positivity happening.
that's right.
Life's obviously not too good at the moment. Hopefully everything's alright. Positive questions, keep it up, Junkyard Dog. Over to you, mate.
Yeah,
After that psychological reading and scarring.
I'll just compose myself here, but
Yeah.
God, you have to leave me with the name I can't pronounce.
I'll go
Trinithian.
We'll go with that.
We'll go with that. AFL. Got a few questions here. When did you first meet Dari Joe? Well, I've never met him. Have you ever met him, Toss?
No, I've never met him.
Never met the bloke.
I've got him on Facebook, but I don't. Yeah, I've never seen him before. He's just doing what I used to do, and he's good to talk to.
Like to name drop him, but never met the guy.
That's it. There you go.
Second question: what has been the best game this year?
Tough question.
Very tough one. I mean, it's hard. In the moment, you sort of go, oh, that's a great game, but very hard to look back and remember what were thrilling games. But I've got a few down here.
Thank goodness I've only got one.
Yeah.
I can remember another one that I didn't see.
Yeah, no, that's all right. Most of these I think I did see. It's always hard to judge a game just by maybe listening to it or even scores. Obviously, it's tough to...
Yeah, for sure.
To be honest, I reckon Friday night was one of the best games of the year. Richmond Hawthorn.
I loved that match and it was cool.
Yeah, I was sick on the couch. But
I had a feeling you'd say that.
Yeah, and just like I said to you at the game, I mean, it had that finals intensity, which is hard to come by in home and away.
Certainly.
Another one was Port Adelaide and Adelaide, obviously after the Phil Walsh thing. And
yeah, I was nearly going to mention it.
Almost played in the spirit of how he would like the game to be played, and there was 3 points in it, ebbing and flowing. I didn't see all that game, but from all reports, it was an absolute beauty, played in the right spirits.
Thrilling finish.
And as was St Kilda Melbourne in round 11 that we watched here.
Yeah, that was exciting.
Yeah.
We couldn't believe what happened.
Yeah, I know. Came down to the final moments and old mate Toompas just sort of go wandering about and left Lee Montagna on his own. And Joey slid the goal for victory.
Yeah, and I was pretty pumped after that because that was a tip right for me. Not that I care about it now, but no, it was very good.
I was fuming, but North Melbourne, Port Adelaide going back to round 3. I remember at the time I said, gee, this is early in the year, but this will be tough to beat for one of the games of the year. And
it was.
Etihad Stadium brings some really fast, free-flowing footy, and this was at Etihad, and it was played in that manner. Two teams that like to attack and maybe have weak links in their defensive structures, and it turned out for a really good game.
Great spectacle.
Very high scoring, so yeah, I hope I haven't stood on any of your games there, but what have you got for us?
No, you haven't stood on my toes, mate. I've only got one, but I didn't actually look through, so probably should have. But Essendon and Hawthorn in round 2, 2015, though, was quite a classic game, mate.
Yeah.
We didn't actually see most of it, actually. We watched probably the second half, and that's all we had to see, really.
That was the Cale Hooker goal,
yeah? Yeah. Cale Hooker snapperoo around the corner. I knew at the moment he hit it, he kicked it, so definitely.
And weren't we excited?
We were more pumped than anything we was to see. I'm not sure if it was round 2 this year, but it was early in the piece, and gosh, it was such an exciting moment. We were out of our... it's like we won a premiership, that's how happy we were.
I think we were out of the seats.
We were just having a bit of a stand-up and just applauding, and the Hawks were 2 seconds off, or maybe 1 second off, so very lucky.
Very much so. What was your first AFL game? Back in 2001, mate. West Coast and Geelong. Of course, it's... What would it have been? Shell Stadium, maybe? Shell Stadium back then?
Not too sure.
It's a long time ago, but yeah, first game.
Right. No, not Etihad.
It was old mate Etihad, so... Going back fair way there. Seems like so long ago, but we had a win, so it was a nice introduction to my AFL watching.
Very good, mate. Do you mean at Cardinia Park, where it used to be called Shell Oval, did you say?
Yeah, was that what it was called? Shell Stadium?
Okay, I'm not too sure what it was called back then.
Yeah.
I would assume Cardinia Park or Skill.
It's called Shell Baytech.
Baytech.
Yeah,
there you go. Bit of a history lesson there. Geelong and St Kilda in 2006 was my first game that I remember going to. Apparently I went to some when I was a younger lad, but of course I don't remember them, but that's what I do remember.
Very good, mate. Very good.
Travis Humphreys, West Coast or Fremantle to finish top spot. Well, 1 day ago. Yeah, tough on you, matey, because you probably didn't know that West Coast drew with Gold Coast. But Fremantle, regardless of whether West Coast won or lost, but they're in a good spot.
Yeah, they're in the box seat, aren't they? And I think
they've been there pretty much all year.
Yeah, and I reckon they'll stay there.
Yep, very good. There you go, Trav.
A nice simple one there for sure.
Yeah. Speaking of simple ones, we've got an interesting customer up next.
Do you want me to read out, mate?
You can read out the name and then I'll read the question.
Okay. The Junkyard Dog Fangirl. And I have skepticism on who this is. I really do. It's very random, but the name is just shadows in randomness in comparison to the questions. And I'll hand it over to you, mate.
I saw one question that mentioned about cheerleaders at AFL, and I'm going to say yes. And that's all I'm going to say. The rest...
What about the other questions, mate?
No, we can scrap the rest. That was terrible.
What if other viewers want to know what they were?
No, they're not going to find out, mate, because it's not on the page.
No, they were pretty raucous questions and kind of,
Hijack the AFL Q&A.
Exactly. The key word you say is AFL Q&A. So that doesn't mean putting in a ridiculous sort of weird random question with an AFL player's name attached to it.
Yeah.
It does mean in the realms of the game. So, what did you say to the cheerleader one too?
Oh, I think yes.
Yes.
So, do we think we should have cheerleaders at AFL level? Yeah, it'd be cool, I suppose.
Yeah, I wouldn't actually. Yeah.
Why not? Americanised?
Yeah, and I just don't think there's any need for it. No.
Neither do I, but fans, pre-game entertainment, more viewers.
I think we had it at the 2020 cricket, and I just think it's bloody stupid. But and I also think we're trying to have women's round. Could you imagine when women's round comes around, we have these dopey chicks that demeaning themselves as women dancing around, man. But anyway, mate.
Intriguing.
Yeah, no, I don't like it, but that's all right.
That's the only thing I took out of it that was sort of appropriate to read out.
Yeah, it was not much appropriate. I mean, we appreciate the contribution, but just straighten it up a bit.
Yeah,
gosh,
you're better than that. Yeah, you're better than that. Ex-Trinithian. I'm just going to.
He's back.
I'm just going to pronounce it as that. AFL. Josh Hill, question mark. He has played many games this year. I think he means to the question about players that just don't deserve a game but get a game. Yeah, he has, and that's my point. But the point is, he's the weak link in the forward 50, you could argue, and he can go missing a lot. So, yeah, if that answers your query, he's probably not in their best. Oh, he's probably played 14 games, I think, 14 to 15 this year, but, if you had to pick out of him and Mark Lacroix, pretty simple.
Yeah. No, fair call, mate.
Go for the next one, pal.
JYD Gaming.
Yeah.
Got a few here for us.
Yeah, I think he might have asked in the past, but
that's good to see him back with quite a few here.
He's either in the past or a new one. One or the other.
We'll take it either way.
Yeah, we will. Good on you, JY.
What was the worst mistake
JYD
you made when playing in a game of AFL? Yeah, there's again some negative connotation. People love to know what we do badly or what someone has done badly, which we don't mind discussing, but it's just interesting.
The psychology, people, they love the negative. Bad news spreads fast.
I'll give you the down low on Shorty's playing career. It didn't go too long. Sort of played, I think, till Little League. You find this funny, eh, mate?
It's amusing.
I think the under 14s.
Yeah, that's good.
And then went to tennis.
Yeah.
Because I was better at tennis. Played there and then returned this year. Played like 6 games. So the reason for that is that I haven't got a great sample size to pick from. Which leads me to my answer of, I don't know, really. I mean, I do remember one day in the younger days where I think we were playing St Mary's, and I was always a fullback. And, and often when you're younger, you get a fullback, those sort of big blokes who've got potential, but they're pretty damn slow. And I was tall and nimble, so, I could stay on them, and, most weeks I didn't get a goal kicked on me at all, but this one time at full forward, this small, short, speedy kid he just tore me to shreds. I've never been
a bath, mate.
I've never been so nervous playing on something like I probably did cost the team that day in a way. Actually, I think we still won, but I was never had more relief in my playing days. At a 3/4 time, this kid's kicked 5 on me in 3/4, which is a lot in Little League.
Yeah, certainly.
Comes down and got another kid at full forward. He's moved up to the wing.
That's interesting.
It was amazing, man. I don't know why. I have no idea why.
That's incredible because he's got him in that spot and he's kicking them and they change it up.
Don't ask me why, mate, but I was taking it. Don't you?
Yeah, you would have been pretty happy with it.
Yeah. How about any of your moments? That's all right. I
was just waiting for the handball over the top, but I gave away a 50-metre penalty one game, but it didn't actually cost me. What was the mistake? Okay, just a mistake. Yeah, I thought so. It was a windy day. I will say, final. It was a very low-scoring game. You couldn't kick the ball 10 metres. I'm about to cough. Anyway, I'm struggling through this video. I threw the ball up in the air really high, and the wind caught it, and I was like,
the wind caught it,
mate. It did.
The wind caught it.
It did. It was a windy day.
Look down the barrel.
You could barely kick it 10 metres.
So you're telling me you didn't crack it and throw the ball back? The wind blew it.
I made him earn it, mate, is what I'm trying to say. And it was actually your mate Milk.
Milky?
Yeah, it was
Really?
to him, actually, believe it or not.
How the stars align. How
Yeah,
interesting is that?
it is very intriguing. And then I gave away 50 and I couldn't believe it. And I took myself off because I think that was a rule. If you go away 50, you come off.
Did Milky kick it?
He did, yeah.
Oh, made you earn it, didn't he?
He did. In the end, I thought I was the one on the winning streak, but yeah, that was probably one of my worst ones because it put him back in front, but I think we still won. So it's a low scoring game.
And a windy day.
Yeah, evidently.
So
I just got through that question, mate. It was pretty tough.
And on a similar line here, did you ever cost your team the game? I don't think so. As I said, I don't have a great deal of footy under my belt, but no, I wouldn't say I ever cost. Actually, another one that comes to mind. I'll reel off my two worst days at fullback.
Oh, mate, you do
The
that.
second one was on this Jesse bloke, and we did lose this game.
Jesse White?
Nah, you'd hope not. Nah, I don't remember who it was. I just remembered.
Oh, man, Jesse White for the Pies.
Oh, did you up for the Pies? Nah. Don't think so, mate. But
That's good.
I think it was around the same age level, and we're up at 3/4 time by I think 6, 7, 8 points.
Oh, yep.
And I don't know if this guy. I think this guy may have just moved on to me. If not in the third quarter, he may have only kicked one.
Oh, yep.
And anyway,
Nice.
I think he kicked 3 or 4 in the last quarter.
Oh, that's
And yeah, I don't know. He was just clunking them on me, and they just
Everything was going right.
And he was just kicking them through too, which was rare back in that day. So
Yeah, certainly.
yeah, that was probably the worst I'd felt about a performance. Because other than that, I was very disciplined. Because you don't get too many kids at that age that want to just stay on the man and aren't too consumed with getting the footy. And that was me. So could definitely keep an opponent quiet. But there you go. I'd rather tell you about my good days on the footy field, but there's my two worst moments as a junior footballer.
Again, pretty negative.
Yeah.
Not from memory, I'll put it simply. And I've sort of said throughout this video, you can't really cost a team a game because there's 1,000 mistakes in a game, but the ones are highlighted because of they're late or for whatever reason. But it's pretty hard pressed to say a certain player can cost your team a game unless they're hopeless.
Yeah, fair call. And we do have some positivity here, mate.
That's good. It's good. We like it. Did you ever win the game for your team? Example, kick winning goal. Set up the winning goal, take a mark in defensive 50, tackle someone holding the ball.
That's cool.
Good
mate.
question, mate. These are the questions we like. These are our bread and butter because it's positive and we can think of it.
You're welcome to read out my question, mate. That's all right.
There you go.
Yeah, that's cool.
Hang on.
Well, are we taking in turns or not here?
All right. Yeah,
I mean, just before you're telling me we're taking on turns here, and then you've just cut my lunch.
Yeah, I didn't realise because I thought because of you. I read that one. No, you read that one.
Look, you read the Josh Hill one, mate. I
read the Josh Hill one. All right. Size pal. Did you accept my apology?
Yeah, I'll see, mate. I'll see. Look,
that was a bloody good question too. So
yeah, it was a good question. I just thought I'd give you a bit of stick there. So keep going, mate. Have you ever won it?
No, you can start, mate. Cause
you want me to read it out there?
No, you can say your answer first because I took that one from you.
You're right, mate. You're right. No, I have never won team anything.
Full back. Yeah, I kept them to no score, but we lost.
Look, I mean, like I said earlier in the video about the tennis, just because I'm on the footy sort of side of things and cover footy and we talk about footy all day long, my better sporting attributes and achievements have definitely
trophies.
I've definitely been on the tennis court. So whether anyone cares about tennis, but
the AFL Q&A.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to offer you too much great moments on the footy field because I played at the start and then at the finish, but of my sort of younger days.
Yeah.
So tennis took up most of it. So therefore, I don't have any great moments for you there. Just a dour Simon Prestigiacomo or Grovedale. just the fist punching it through.
Golden Fist. You ever win the Golden Fist Award?
I didn't even have it, mate. I got pipped for the Coaches Award too. Couldn't even get that.
Oh no. Oh, I got that in my last year of footy.
I always love when local footballers get the most improved year after year.
Wow.
It's like, are you really improving? There's one guy at the footy club, I saw something on Facebook, he got most improved like this year than 2 years later than a year
Wow,
later.
there you go.
Come on, really?
Is that just the I feel sorry for you
The
award?
sympathy award, yeah.
Yeah, gee whiz.
Funny
Maybe
stuff.
I'll get that one too. I think I may have in 2008 actually.
Oh, really?
Intrigue. Now I know what it means. I've got a couple of good moments because I played about 64 games or 65 games or something like that. So I've got a couple of moments out of the bottom of the barrel. So
Yeah.
it's always good. Yeah, we'll go in order, I guess, chronologically. In 2010, we played in the grand final, under 16s. Yeah, I was on the wing and I got moved to half back, which is where I played for most of the year. It's weird when you're playing a different spot on grand final day where you've been playing elsewhere.
That is weird.
Again, with the whole, your band's kicked 5 goals, but moving down to the wing, whatever works. But I was involved in a piece of play where there was me involved. I took on 2 blokes. So I went in between them like a sandwich and kicked it on my left foot and it found a way to the target and then he kicked it long and then big shout out to Cooper Brown here who took a contested mark and 5 blokes on him at one time. Not one got a fistule or a fingernail. They're all just standing around him like, you take it, and he just took it.
Yeah, nice.
Gloved it, kicked a goal. He kicked one after that, and we won by like 8 points. So it was a fantastic moment. And these are the moments we love talking about, mate. I feel good talking about it.
Yeah, I know. Let's be honest, mate. How many times have you watched that footage? It's on YouTube, by the way.
Is it?
Well, how'd you get the footage?
I got it through a DVD, mate.
Oh,
No
sorry,
more.
my bad.
I can always put it on YouTube,
You
though.
could.
I've thought about it.
Oh, I thought it was on YouTube, but there you go.
No, there you
You watched it a few times, though.
Oh, I've had a bit of a look, mate.
No,
It's pretty good.
No, it is a good passage to play.
Certainly. And also in the 2013 season, my last year of footy, in times, and I'm happy to be done and dusted for
Early
local
retirement.
footy.
I tried to drag him
Retirement,
back. I tried to drag him
I'm
back.
glad you didn't, and you're probably glad as well,
Yeah,
in a way.
you know.
Yeah, so I took, what was it, they kicked it out on the floor on a very windy day, and we were 12 points down at the time, pretty sure, going to the last quarter with a win against Belmont.
Oh, I think I know where this is going.
Yeah, you do, mate. So anyway, kicks it down the full. It's about 25, 30 metres out, right on the boundary line, as you'd imagine, because he kicked it down the full. In between the fence at Thompson. I'll read the wind. I have about 2 or 3 steps. Kick it absolutely flush, and the wind just brings it back. And I was just like, you bloody ripper. It was one of the most raucous celebrations of all time.
What, did you go the fist pump, double cobra? What'd you do?
I honestly don't know what I did, mate. I got carried. It was like I was carried off in celebration mode, and someone picked me up and whacked me over his back, and it was just crazy scenes. It was like the one in the grand final, but one of my favourite goals I've ever kicked. Well, it has to be my favourite goal I've ever kicked for sure.
I
But
think so.
and yeah, we ended up winning by 12 points.
Just before you move on, what have you touted that pocket / play? Oh, come on, mate. We kick at Thompson Oval quite a bit now.
You like to call it Tizio's fucking little.
I reckon you like to call it Tizio's
I reckon we both like to call it, but
I do.
it was a great moment.
No, it was. I wish I was there to see it, mate.
Yeah, me too.
Any more moments from the
No.
flashbacks of Tizio 100?
Not really.
No.
I took a defensive mark.
Here we go. That day I took a chest mark.
Yeah, it was a chest mark actually.
Oh,
In
sorry.
the defensive 50 in that game where I gave up the 50-metre penalty, so I made amends a little bit, so
Redemption.
needed a goal, but yeah, that reminded me of soccer actually, a few weeks ago. Redemption.
Yeah.
Anyway, mate,
Good stuff,
next
mate.
one. We spent 5 minutes on that question alone.
Oh, crazy. Did anyone on your team or on the other team absolutely dominate in any matches or every match? If they did, how many touches do you think they got, and how many kicks do you think they got?
Again, these questions that you can't really answer.
Yeah, I do. One springs quite easy to mind. It was Cameron Delaney.
For you.
Well, he played against us.
Oh.
Anglesey. He did play for Grovedale at one point, I think, but no, for some reason Anglesey were in our division, I think.
Interesting.
And I just remember him dominating. I can't remember how many touches he had. I would have said 25, 30, which is a lot in the amount of time we played.
Yeah,
But I think he kicked 4 or 5 goals just out of the middle, like Chris Judd style.
Wow.
Literally that style of goal.
Cam Delaney.
Yeah, who's on our list at the moment.
Oh, yep, that's
Yeah.
good. Yeah, I was thinking Luke or Cam.
Yeah, so, but otherwise, not really. Dane McFarlane. dominates at the GFL level at the moment. He actually always used to come up an age level.
Yeah.
Play in our team and just used to
There he is.
dominate. He's actually on Hawthorn's radar as a mature age
Oh, wow.
recruit. So
When? This year?
yeah, it's coming draft.
Coming draft.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
So-
pretty impressive.
So there you go. Interesting
Hawthorn.
stuff. Yeah,
I guess I will need a few of those.
definitely. He's quick.
For me, Aaron McDonald, absolute jet. I'll play with for a number of years, and I don't know how many possessions he used to get, but probably 30 plus.
Oh, is this that guy in the grand final?
Yeah,
With the
dominated it.
hair.
Yeah, with the hair. There you go.
Yeah.
You notice him by his hair. Probably 20 plus kicks, and yeah, he used to slot a few goals from long range and from downtown, and he probably could have played AFL, I reckon, if he put his mind to it. But yeah, everyone's got different goals, mate. So no, he's fantastic to watch. Magician.
Magician. Nice. Did you ever need to really take a crap during an AFL game or during training?
I don't know if this is a positive or negative one, but we'll go with neutral.
It's indifferent, that's for sure. And no, I haven't, mate. No, I haven't. It's an obscure question, but no. How else can you put it? No, never had to.
Sometimes when I had Weet-Bix in the morning, it's not too great, but probably, yeah. I've played a few games, so there's bound to be a time where it may happen. So, or I may feel like it, but probably I'm not going to delve into
There's
that.
always half time.
Yeah, I suppose.
This is getting distracted.
Don't know if you get every time with that one, but we'll move on. Good on you, JYD
Just
Gaming.
ending on a very random note.
Yeah, you could have had a better finish than that, but I appreciate the endeavour and effort. Just positive questions, please.
And non-toilet related.
Non-toilet related, I like it. The AFL champ seems to be a new bloke, and he's answered a few of the other questions on here. Nice, mate.
I think he's a hero.
Okay. If you were offered a contract to play for Geelong, but you had to kiss any player in the AFL to get the contract, who would it be? As you like to say, mate. So he's basically asking who do you think is the most attractive footballer in the AFL.
I think so.
It's a silly question, but I seem to not mind Fifey.
Who doesn't?
That's it, mate. That's it.
I mean, you'd be happy if your daughter brought home that fife, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
The haircut.
I wouldn't be against
Hair
it.
could probably be.
Yeah, could be a bit.
Not that you have a daughter for.
Alpaca. But, thoughts, mate? Don't think you had many, but
Andrew Mackey's a pretty smooth looking dude.
wow, I'll let him know.
He's a funny bloke. If my sister/daughter brought him home, I'd be, "G'day, Andrew." That's
We'll have a smooch after.
it's a bloody stupid question. That's what it is.
Alright, yeah.
I mean, sorry, AFL champ. There's an example of these, like we said earlier with the fangirl.
The junkyard, dog fangirl.
Is it creative? Is it ridiculous? I don't know, but
Both.
try to keep it a little bit serious. I mean, do you agree? I mean, it's a bit.
I agree, mate.
It's a bit raucous. I mean, it's never going to happen. I mean,
No.
here's a contract for an AFL list. Just, go give Dawson Simpson a bit of a smooch there.
Oh, gee.
Give me a spell.
It's an interesting one, mate, if you really think about it. But
I mean, of course, in reality, I'd do anything for an AFL contract. Not anything.
gosh,
But you would. You'd kiss a guy to get on the AFL list.
yeah, probably.
I mean, let's be honest, but it's just never going to happen. It's just a stupid question.
Yep. He's just burnt the camp.
I'm sorry, but it's obvious and dumb. I mean, what can I say?
Oh,
I
mate.
appreciate the question. I can only hope it improves from here.
Well, it's going to be out of hand here, but now another ridiculous question, maybe.
Oh,
If
no.
every Geelong player and every Hawthorn player swapped teams, so every Geelong player were playing for Hawthorn, every Hawthorn player was playing for Geelong, who you still go for? Geelong with all the Hawthorn jumpers on their team? Or would you change teams to Hawthorn with all the Geelong players playing for Hawthorn? Unbelievable. That is astounding.
reckless.
It's the longest winning question in history, and a very funny one at that.
I would compose me, that was funny.
I'll go for the Cats, but it's a silly question. Yeah, I'm trying to compose, mate. It's very tough.
Outrageous.
I feel like I've said the same thing 20 times, but yeah, Geelong, I guess. Yeah, why not Berg for Hawthorn? We'll change it just because of players and personnel. It's going to change eventually.
Exactly right. It's all about the club, mate. We're Geelong
Club.
through and through. Not to. I don't know whether he's picked up that we dislike Hawthorn or not, but
Probably. We'll see.
But yeah, certainly, I would never be barracking for any other club.
There
certainly
you go.
Not Hawthorn.
Because if Geelong don't exist, surely doesn't barrack for anyone.
No,
He gets rid of the AFL.
I just become an admirer of the game.
Would you watch?
Yeah. You'd be a bit cut up initially.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
But yeah, you'd watch it, but I wouldn't barrack for anyone.
Intriguing stuff. Well,
times. Yeah.
There you go. There's all the questions. Plenty this week, and this video is probably going to go forever, but doesn't bother me.
No, you're at the mercy of how many questions you get, and can I just say that it was some of the more raucous, outrageous, random questions we've ever had.
Yeah.
I don't know what to make of it, mate.
Neither do I. I was thinking about it all week, and I'm like, oh, gee, is this good or bad? I don't know, but...
I mean, I never like to slam people who ask a question, because they've taken the time to ask our opinion, which we like.
Taking a few seconds out of their given day of 86,400 seconds.
Well, quick on the maths, mate. Nice. But look, mate, maybe straighten them up a tad.
Yeah, give them a bit more common sense, maybe a bit more cleanliness about them.
And what we like most is some, really get us thinking, some real topical. Is Johnny Barker? No one's asked, is John Barker going to coach the Blues? Is he? I don't know.
Come on, guys. Who is my super coach captain without five for your Adlet?
So what about Goodsy? What's the go there? What do we think about
It's been on the talk all week.
Some real topical stuff. Maybe rather than some absolute raucous questions. Well, they may be amusing / taking the piss, I don't know, but...
Bit of both.
A nice mix and match is
absolutely.
What I like. And my apologies for the cough too. It's
yeah.
I've done my best to contain it, but...
It's great commitment to show up today. So.
Got through 2 videos, not too bad, but the big Q&A, the cough...
It's a long one.
Cough's just gotten to me.
You're in for the long haul though.
Thanks for joining me today, mate. Good stuff.
Yeah, hey, did well. Thanks for pulling through.
Thank you, mate.
It was tough at the end. We nearly lost it, but we got there in the end.
Yeah, hopefully the champ enjoys the laughs he gave us, despite my cooking of him.
Dicko might fall out the bed again, who knows, maybe. But hopefully. Well, that's all the questions this week, guys. Keep them coming. Hopefully they're good.
We can only hope.
Yeah.
They change up every week.
On any given day, there could be anything, so feel like an AFL game. But... just keep commenting away, some good questions for us to make us think a little bit. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed it, share around to all your mates so they can get a few laughs and ask a few questions. And don't forget to subscribe as well, one of our favourites. Get on the subscribe button, get all your mates to subscribe to us, that'd be fantastic. Keep the support and keep the train going.
That's what we like.
Chugging along.
That's all right.
Thanks for hanging around, guys, and we'll catch you all next time.